All right, so looking at the charts, um, starting at the 4 hours, 4 hours, see that we're respecting this 4 hour gap. So overall, I'm bullish. We also have these relative equal highs up here, which I want to see us draw to. So I would only be looking for longs today, right? My bias is bullish. So come down, mark out this 4 hour gap that we're respecting, go down to the hourly. We also have this hourly gap down here that we haven't tapped into yet, along with this low. So ideally what I want to see to take a long setup is trade down, take out this low, this hourly low, tap into this 30-minute gap, and then see some sort of market structure shift, IVG, within this area to get a long setup higher. So ideally it will be somewhere around here. I would need more price movement down here for stops, but stops gonna be calm, maybe 48 points, 50 points, and then TP would be high of day. So I'm looking for something like this today. Again, I need us to get a move down into this 30-minute gap, take out these hourly lows, and then see some sort of change in delivery, right? CISD, IFVG, to confirm that we want to go higher now. So for now, I'll just be waiting. Yeah. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Seeing how this mic sounds. All right. So Still here waiting. Haven't done much since open. Kind of chopping right now. Again, we're gonna be patient. Wait for a setup to play out. If not, we don't take anything, and that's how you stay profitable. Let's see what's going on with the Twitter space. So I use Twitter to check news because it come up pretty quick, and it's free. So if Trump tweets anything, if there's any news with any stocks or anything like that, I get it through either Walter Bloomberg or Financial Juice. And yeah. So yeah, nothing going on right now. Major. We dropped the drop that we had earlier at what's this? 9 o'clock was off Microsoft news. Let me try to find it. There was it. Right here. Microsoft lower AI software sales quotas as customers resist new product. So yeah, this is why you sold off earlier at 9 o'clock based on this news. Along with technical analysis, I I take into consideration what's going on within the news space. Sometimes, like we get news like this, and sometimes it we get a reaction like right away, right, a sell off. But sometimes the market takes time to process the news. So if you're able to see what the news is, and maybe do some quick research for yourself and see if it's a bullish or bearish news, you can kind of pair that with your technical analysis to get good entries and get bigger moves. So yeah, so kind of getting the move down now, slowly grinding, chopping down. I'm gonna try to start streaming daily, um, like every trading day, just showing the trades I take, and yeah, this kind of be like a journal for me. Also, I can go back to it, review trades, and hold myself accountable if I take stupid trades on stream. It's gonna be harder to take stupid trades because I have evidence right there that it was a stupid trade, and I can get to learn from it. And yeah. Currently, right now, I'm trying to pass these Lucid accounts. I just purchased 5 Lucid accounts. It's a new Lucid Flex plan. Looks pretty solid. I like the end of day drawdown. 50% consistency is okay in the eval phase. A lot of firms have that, and I think the payout cap is like 1,500 or 2,000, which is it's decent. That's times five if I pass these 5 accounts, so it's pretty solid. Pair that with my Tradify accounts, my Funded Future accounts, and the Alpha Futures. That's gonna be like 18 or 19 accounts, right? So I'll be able to leverage the copy trading without having to you know take crazy risk on these accounts. So 5 of my Funded Futures, 5 with Tradify, 5 with Lucid, that's 15, 3 with Alpha, that's 18. Yeah, so 18 accounts. On an average day, low risk, just taking good setups, I can make around $300. So that'll be 300 times 18. That's $5,400 um, total, right, across the 18 accounts with low risk, right? I usually trade like six MNQs to one NQ, and on a good day I'll make like $1,000. So if I size down, trade maybe 3 to 5 MNQ, I can definitely hit $300 a day consistently, and I'll take the stress off my mental psychology, because sizing plays plays a big role when you're in with huge size. You tend to want to exit early. You tend to want to be married to your bias and things of that nature. So yeah, I'm trying this out. More accounts, smaller size per account. See how that works out going into the new year. And the math is there also. So if you do $300 per account times 18 accounts, that equals 5,400. Say that's my average for 3 days out of the week, including losing days. So 5,400 times 3 equals 16,000 for the week times 4. All right, because some days I'm gonna make more than 300. Some days I might lose. So that's why I didn't put times 5. So 16,000 times 4. That's a calm 64,800 for the month. So yeah, I mean the math makes sense. So let's just see if we can be consistent and actually do this. Again, nothing going on right now. Um, just kind of grinding. December price action is usually not good. I remember last year I kept seeing that December price action was going to be bad, so I lowered risk, and I'm glad I did. Like I was risk off. I was just playing defense, right? And I saved my capital for January, which was a great month. January, February, March, great months. So you gotta know when to trade and when not to trade. When you see price action like this, you see we get an opening. Still a lot, but it's relatively small to the move that we've gotten, and it's kind of chopping. You want to wait. You want to wait till we're out of this range, until we're seeing clear displacement, either to the downside or to the upside, before you look to take any trades. To win in this game of trading, you got to be patient. That's, that's the truth. Mm. Tradify has this new plan. It's called Introducing Select Plan. It looks pretty solid. I gotta take a deeper dive though and see if there's any catches. But $2,500 profit target on the 50K, and you have $2,000 drawdown. It's pretty good. No daily loss limit. End of day drawdown. Cool. 40% consistency. Not bad. I mean, I'm okay with the 40% in the eval. Let's see if there's a consistency in the funded. What else? You can have 5 accounts, 4 minis. Cool, cool. And $95. That don't sound bad at all. They have two, I guess this is payout plans you can choose from. So the first one is daily payout. Okay, so the max payout is $1,000. Trailing max drawdown 2,000. Daily loss limit 1,000. No consistency. $2,100 buffer required. Cool. Not bad. I'm not a big fan of the buffer and the trailing max drawdown. And I don't like this cap. $1,000 cap on payouts. It's not really good. So let me see this one. So yeah, this one is more so my style, right? 5 days of $150, $3,000 max payout, $2,000 max trailing max drawdown. Again, I'm not a big fan of this, but it's not bad at all, especially if you're size and small. No daily loss limit, cool, and there's no consistency. So yeah, this is more so my style. Yeah, it's not a bad plan from Tradeify. I already have 5 Tradeify growth accounts, but I might buy some of these just to put down. Yeah, I might buy some of these, especially with this discount right now. With that 40% off, yeah, I might stock up on some. Yeah. It's kind of similar to I want to say the Alpha Zero plan, except for the trailing drawdown. Alpha has end of day, and it's also similar to the Flex plan um, with Lucid. See, I like this. The only difference I see with this and the growth plan is that there is on the growth is end of day, and then on the growth you also need a buffer of I think it might be 2,100 for the 50K. So this kind of took away the buffer but added the trailing. Again, it's not bad. I think that this is a better deal than the growth. I think the growth is what, 70 something dollars. I should check that. Oh yeah, so these are some of the. Okay, so the growth is 97. Okay, and right now this is 95. Yeah, no, this is definitely better. This is a better plan than the growth for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take advantage of this discount and just save some for the future. Yeah, the flex is better too. W. It's a W from Tradeivate, man. Tradeify. Yep. It's fire. Alright, what are we doing? What are we doing? Again, still chopping. You know, trying to force trades in this type of price action is how you blow accounts. Yeah. So yeah, nothing yet. Again, I want to see a move down here. Let me actually set an alert. Add alert. Put the alert right here. So when it taps into that area, I'll get an alert. All right, so we just took out the high of the AM session. So took out the high of the AM session without coming into this 30-minute gap that I wanted, and without taking out this hourly low down here. So what I'll do now is, again, I'm bullish, so I'm not gonna try to look for shorts just because I wanted it to come down and tap into this 30-minute. What I'll do is, again, I'll look to see if we can show that we're not going to come back down here, right? So that would be an inversion of this 30-minute gap here. Is there an hourly gap? Not as yet. So yeah, that'll be an inversion of this 30-minute gap here. Well, if we inverse this, that will confirm that we are probably not going to come back down and take out this hourly low, and that will just continue higher from there on, right? And what I'll do, let me actually go to MNQ. Okay. So what I'll do if we come up and inverse this 30-minute gap, right, I would look for a move. Once we inverse the gap, I'll look for fair value gaps, right, either on the 5 or 15-minute that we can tap into to continue the move higher, right? I'm overall bullish, so want to see a move higher today, right? The draw are these highs, right? I want these highs to be taken out, and after that, we have some more relative equal highs up here and highs up here, right? So we have upside targets. So yeah, wait for this 30-minute to inverse. Once we inverse, look for a 5 or 15-minute fair value gap that we can tap back into to get a move higher. Simple as that. If we don't get that, then we just stay out. Not every day is gonna be like a trading day, right? And a good trading day, right? Some days you might not get entry, and the move happens, goes in your direction, but there was just no entry. And to stay profitable and stop loan accounts, you kind of gotta just be patient, wait for the move to come to you, right? Say what you want, do your analysis, mark up the charts, put what you're gonna look for and what your move is gonna be once you get that. And if you get that, then you execute. If you don't get that, then you don't execute. And when you do execute, don't be too confident, right? Size accordingly. Size where you won't be emotional if the trade goes against you. And that's literally it. Like that's how you make a lot of money in this trading game. Just being patient, disciplined, and consistent. Sounds easy, but it's super hard. I myself still struggle with that. Although I am technically profitable, I still slip here and there. I still tilt here and there. So I mean, it's an ongoing battle with yourself, honestly. I know what to do. I know what the charts. I know what to do to be profitable and to continue being profitable. But some days, some weeks, you just you know kind of slip back into old ways, and yeah, as long as you get back up and try to do better and be better, that's what matters. Every trader, even no matter how profitable, every trader still tilts some days, still do bad habits some days. It's just how you recover from it and and how bad you like fall or whatever. All right, so we're getting a nice pullback on the 5 minute. Again, this is why I don't jump into longs right away, because say that I seen this close, I saw this inversion here, saw the close, and I just entered impulsively. after the close, I'll be in 40 points of drawdown. So that's why we have to wait for good structure. Like, why would I take a trade in this bearish for rally gap on the 5 minute, 30 minute, and the 15 minute, when I could just wait um, for this 30 minutes inverse and take a less risky trade with the higher probability of playing out the way I wanted to. So let's go back to NQ. So there's still a chance of this playing out. Um, we could come back down before we inverse the 30-minute bearish gap. We could come back down and this could play out. So just gonna still watch for this. If not, we get the inversion on 30, then again I'll look for a pullback into a 5-minute gap or a 15-minute, um, whichever one has a better setup. And then I will target these 4-hour highs. If we didn't tap these, target these highs, move myself to break even there. Next target is going to be these highs, and then these highs, so on and so forth. Let it run out. So yeah, that's what we're going to wait for. See what's going on with the news. Anything new? True. This is a lucid eval, and I usually trade my evals a little bit different. I'm way more risk on. Like, I try to pass them within 3 days. I don't like to spend a lot of time on eval because the time spent on trading my evals could be time spent trading my funded account, right? So I try to speed through evals, but I got these ones on a sale. These are my actual first lucid accounts. It's my first time trading with them. So I'm gonna size down a little. I'm not gonna be as risk on as I usually am with evals. Kind of gonna size down, try to pass these, give myself maybe a week or two. There's no rush. Again, December price action is known to be not the best price action. So honestly, I'm not in a rush to trade my funded and get a payout. Right? If I don't get a payout this whole month of December, I'm fine with that. As long as I'm starting the year, um, with with accounts and can follow through on my plan. Definitely see us coming back down here though, for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off. I'll have this trade, this alert still, and if we tap down, I see a change to delivery IFEG. I'll look to take a trade. But yeah, that was it. First stream, and yeah, it's only up from here.